speaking Chakaverse. Chaka Crypto. Welcome to the Chakaverse. He out speaking Chaka facts. I'm out speaking Chaka words. We out making Chaka raps. We call this the Chakaverse. No, I can't help you cop the bag, but I can help you do research. So come and join the Chaka pack. Explore the Chaka universe.
And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. I've been comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it. And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. I've been comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it.
What is going on, everybody? Hope everybody is having a good, I don't even know what day it is today, a good Wednesday. I'm Chaka Crypto. This is the Chakaverse where we cover crypto news, NFTs, the Metaverse, and everything in between. And we got a good show today. We have the Pocket Cows in the building, Toro backstage. I'm going to pull them up in just a second. There's a lot going on with this project. You know, a lot. You guys are going to want to hear this. Now, one of the features they have is a burning feature that they call the pasture. I want to play this video. I want to let Toro explain everything, but I want to play this video so you have an idea as we go through it and as he talks about it. So you got a little bit of an understanding before he explains everything. But check this out.
What it moved Pocket Cows community. As you may know, this is an NFT project built on multiple utilities. Today, we are going to talk about the pasture. The pasture is a burn wallet address. By sending your Pocket Cow to pasture, you are removing it from circulation and in turn generating passive income for life, which means the more cows sent to pasture, the less cows in circulation. This makes the entire collection smaller, increasing the rarity of all remaining cows. Say you already sent a Pocket Cow to pasture. Then I sell one for 100 ETH. 90 ETH goes to me, the seller, and out of the remaining 10 ETH, 9 ETH goes to the core dev team, including all staff members or employees, and 1 ETH is distributed between all holders that already sent their Pocket Cows to the pasture. This will happen every single time a Pocket Cows is sold on the secondary market, which gives you the opportunity to earn passive income for life. So the more cows you send, the bigger cut you will get.
All right, that was just a quick video I wanted to play because I didn't want to play this further while we're talking to Toro and have to interrupt him and show this. It's just kind of get it done beforehand. Let's check out who we got in the chat. We got DNA in the building. What's going on, man? Appreciate you showing up, showing all the support. And without further ado, let's go ahead and bring up Toro. What's going on, man?
What's going on, brother?
Oh, another day. Appreciate you coming on, taking time out of your day to share Pocket Cows with everybody. Appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. A1 production, man. Definitely. Like, I'm amazed. Like, I've been on a few YouTubes now, and I can tell you, like, that's one of the top introductions I've ever seen. You know, even to the music section. Like, I don't even know who got your Chaka verses out there. Who got that?
That's my son.
Hot. Everything was hot. A1. I'm just like, wow, very talented, man. So I'm very humble.
Cool, man. Yeah, you always gotta show the guests love, man. You're inviting them on the channel. They need to get a little something out of it.
Fire.
Yeah. So for everybody who's watching, let's get an introduction. Tell the people about yourself.
Yeah. So I'm Toro. My government name is Cordero Datson. I'm the founder of Pocket Cows. What we have here is a 10,000 generated NFT of one-of-one art pieces of cows. And what's the beautiful thing about this is that instantly by joining this members only, this community, by owning one of these cows, you're already walking into a project that offers dual utility coming out the gate. We already have, as you saw in the intro, a video game. So every cow is a character in our video game. And that's the beautiful thing. You know, we've seen like movies like Ready Player One, where we have like digital assets represent us in a digital playing field to compete for all types of resources and gains, even some type of commodity and clout. And that's one thing that we want to embody. You know, we wanted to combine that nostalgia of an arcade pixelized game from our childhood, but also incorporate modern day technology. So think of it as the cows being the key and the game being the door in a sense. And that's the only way to access our members only game. Now, the objective of the game is to kill it on that leaderboard. If you can crack our #1 spot on our leaderboard, competing against all other Pocket Cow holders, if you can crack that #1 spot on our leaderboard, you are awarded a free Pocket Cow from our reserve. So out of that 10,000, the company reserves 1,000 Pocket Cows to give back to the community through the video game. So this is a little bit different from play to earn. This is called play to win, where you're actually playing with the intentions to win, and that's your prize. And the beautiful thing about the Pocket Cows is not only can it act as a digital collectible, as a digital card, as we grew up on, such as Pokemon, or not only is it can act as your character in a video game, but it also has a secondary utility where you can send it off to the pasture. Yeah. So that's one thing that I appreciate you showing that 1 minute video. A lot of people don't really get to see that or click on that or check that out. But truly, what that is revolutionary. What we saw is within United States compliancy of the SEC, we wanted to build something that still gave collectability in the NFTs another niche, another one up, bringing it to a new frontier. And one thing that you can't do with Michael Jordan cards or a Pokemon card is at certain times, at any time that a Michael Jordan card or an NBA Top Shot card is sold on secondary sales, everybody that's holding a piece of that collection as a whole gets a portion of that transaction. And that's what we accomplished with the pasture. So
this project is it caught my eye, and everything you guys are doing is great. I don't want to zoom through it. I kind of want to give the audience a little context. Let me say what's up to the chat really quick. Destination DeFi, what's going on? Appreciate you being here. He said, what it move? Checking in. Keep up the good work, Chaka. Thank you. Appreciate you. And if you guys haven't checked out Destination DeFi, go check them out. Give them a sub and follow. Great content. And Worldwide Crypto in the house. # Milk Gang. That's what's up. Same with Worldwide Crypto. Yeah. If you haven't checked him out, go check out his content. Puts out great content. Now, like when I said I wanted to give a little more context to the people, let's go from the beginning. How did Pocket Cows? How did this all start?
Yeah, so Pocket Cows came along with one of my closest friends, Josiah Gutierrez, one of my best friends. He's the one that drew these cows. The cow was based on a stuffed animal that he won his fiance at our local fair that comes around once a year, and we based the art off that stuffed animal. The thing about it, Pocket Cows is derived from we wanted to be a digital collectible first and foremost. That's exactly what this is. So we were inspired by Pokemon. And for those that don't know, the original name of Pokemon was Pocket Monster. So
I didn't know that.
Cool. I didn't know that. That's what that was, what that means in Japanese. And the thing about that is that we wanted to not only play on those words in a sense, but actually bring more subsequently meaning to it by saying that not only can these cows literally fit in your pocket through these devices, but they also take care of your pockets long term. We want to be the Nintendo of Web3, the cash cow of Web3, to set that example in that and what is needed to be a successful project, or what is needed to push forward the technology with innovation. Yeah. So that's where it started with that, with the concept designs of the cow, why we chose the cow and where the name came from. Yeah. The utility, I've been in this space for about 12 years going on. I've been in crypto, blockchain application developments, investing, all of that. And the thing about it is that I've had kind of a hard hand dealt throughout crypto, time and time again with the rugs, the scams, insolvencies of crypto exchanges closing the doors or just running off, all types of things, just wanting to. But I saw the value in this technology, coming off of a big rug that took a significant amount of my net worth. I had a mental breakdown at the time. And, I just felt that at the end of my rope. And truly, I just felt that, I just wanted to die. I just wanted to just be removed. I just didn't want to breathe. I didn't want to take another step. And from that, I was just kind of writing my farewell letter through this project. I was just like, if this is where I go, if this is the sword I fall on finally, and I'm just done with this game, I just want to build like the biggest middle finger to let guys know what I feel about this space and what it's like to actually do a legitimate project. So, from that point, I bent on doing what I feel is anti-scam measures, anti-rug technology, where developers lock themselves out of their contracts, creating mute contracts that can't be called upon or communicate with other contracts. And not on top of that, extra layer of security, but actually do something sufficient with this technology. Taking these loopholes and these cash grab themes that DeFi has done so long and putting it to our art collection and actually fixing what DeFi needs, through this proof of harvest technology,
Yeah. And that's a lot of work. So when did this start? How old is Pocket Cows?
Pocket Cows was released on the market of December 15, 2021. And
back in 2021. Cool.
Yeah. And we began working on the project around August of 2021.
So you say so you have a team, how many you have in your team? And is your friend still the artist for these cows?
Absolutely. We all, currently Pocket Cows unfortunately doesn't pay our bills, so we all have jobs. Mm-hmm. But my team is pretty stacked. It's about in its entirety 8 members, compromising of me, myself, Josiah Gutierrez, who is still the artist that still does our art for our Pocket Cows, and now we have an assistant artist to support that since he's working full time. Ethan Pendergraft, which was our lead dev, that took my concept designs and actually helped me because he more experienced building games than I do. So he came in through the clutch and helped us build the game engine that we built in house without using a third-party application, just hard code, C++, a little HTML, Java. We set it on fire.
Sorry to interrupt you, but it seems like you might be rugging. I don't know if it's me or if it's maybe on your side, but if you guys are still in the chat, let me know if you can still hear okay. If he seems frozen, then we can take care of it.
Back in? I could come back in right quick.
Yeah, just go ahead and pop out and come right back in. Cool. So this is Pocket Cows, and I will leave links to everything we go over will be down in the description. Make it easy. That way you just got to scroll down, check out their Twitter. I'll have their website on there. I have a link to their Discord. Check them out. And I first met Toro, or I heard Toro speak in an MMAI space. And he was spitting some facts, very intelligent. And I was like, I need to see what this dude's involved in, because I seen that he had a project, and it turned out this project is really, really well put together. It's really cool. Oh, there he is. Pop back up.
Yeah.
Cool.
I had to shut down one of my servers in the background. It was like putting too much bandwidth. So
it's all good.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard to tell if it's me or if it's the other person, because sometimes I'll just freeze, and every time it freezes for me, I'm
infamous for it. It's always me. If it's going down, it's more than likely it's going to be me for sure.
Let's see. We got Crypto Lounge in the house. What up? That intro was fire. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. And for everybody who doesn't know, that's my 16-year-old son. Hey, Zeke. He's got a YouTube channel if you want to check him out. Little kid's got talent. Don't know where he got it from. Londar asks, hey, what's going on? Welcome to the channel. Hey, Chaka, hope you're all right, brother. Yeah, man. Doing good. Thanks for the support. LDA saying rugging. Yeah, I think we got it all taken care of. Tommy the Tooch, what it move? I love that dude. What it move?
Solid dude, man.
All right. So we were talking about the artist, I believe. And then I think that's where the last part.
Yeah. So Josiah is our lead artist. Ethan Pendergraft was our lead dev. We had 3 sub artists that did all the art in our game. All of our art is in-house. We have a sound engineer that did all the sound effects for the game, and we have a music producer that produced all the music in-house for the game as well. And below that is just moderators and administration at that point. But that's our core team that helped bring this to reality.
Now you got music producers and everything. That's cool. And I actually haven't heard the soundtrack for the game. I'm gonna have to get me one of these cows, because you do need to have an NFT in order to play, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to give me one just to I want to check out that soundtrack. Now, what would you compare this game to? I think I've read you. It's like a Pac-Man type of game. Is that how you would kind of explain it?
Yeah, so our basis of this is to pay overall a tribute to a lot of games that we were inspired by over the years. So there's a lot of subliminals here. So definitely when it comes down to the actual gameplay, it's a cross mix between Pac-Man meets Zelda, because you're going around corners and labyrinths terrains, but at the same time it's an open world, and we take you literally around the world. You start off on a barn in a ranch, and we go from the forest to the inner cities to literally the moon. And
Oh, cool.
it's just a full-on ride. It's just a full-on ride of you trying to go up against this figure called the man. So it's inspired by a lot of subliminals that we grew up on, and we just wanted to incorporate into the game. Definitely, like, look at how the cow dies. That's based off of Super Mario. That's a tribute to Super Mario right there. That's a freebie. That we saw that that was just one of our. We just wanted to bring it back to a childhood like stage, but also provide education seamlessly through our whole interface.
Oh yeah, how he jumps up. Yeah, that is cool. I just noticed that right now. Now, okay, so I like how you got everything on your website. You can mint from your website, right?
Correct.
Everything goes through here. Okay, so but what about your secondary markets? Are you guys listed on just OpenSea? Are you working with anybody else for secondary?
Yeah, so we have OpenSea, we have LooksRare, Rareable, Coinbase NFT is still relevant. We are not on Blur, and we're going to just stay in that position for now until we see which one of these titans actually goes down for the count, and then we'll make that decision at a later time. So all of our royalties are still in force, and we didn't have to integrate any code or any sorts to leave it as that. We're just not listed on Blur, and we're okay with that.
Yeah. So you guys are going at 0.06 ETH to mint. And you're right. Isn't that crazy? Like how you said, we're just waiting to see which one of these titans is going down. And it's a crazy time right now. Like that's facts. We're just waiting.
Just it's best to be on the sideline. It's unfortunate that creators are the collateral damage in this mix. Blur is justifying that they're looking out for the creator by just not enforcing royalties for the creator. As a starvation type of thing, like to see who has the deepest pockets to outlast the other one. But it's temporary, and is this only opening up the door for more marketplaces to take over the percentage of the market anyway.
Yeah. Let's see, we got Destination DeFi. Chaka just got a new subscriber. Oh, that's what's up. Thank you very much for the support. Seiko Hunt in the building. Good afternoon, everyone. Well, good afternoon, sir. Crypto Lounge, this would fit well on mobile devices. I can see this exploding on the Play Store and iOS. Any thoughts on that? Is that maybe something in the future? Or
we're already on mobile. You can play as mobile, iPads, tablets, computers. It doesn't matter. We're outside of the Play Stores and the iOS. We're definitely not looking at iOS because of the regulations and the guidelines and how they can switch things up, and especially that we have a reward system implemented in our gaming. But with Android, that might be a possibility further down the line with the team to start developing. But as of right now, all you need is just whatever crypto wallet you have, as just download the mobile version of it, enter your private keys, and then access the browser through that mobile. For example, MetaMask has a browser built within it, Brave, etc. So you would just use those to connect to our website, and we feel this is better on a more international scale for those that want to compete. Because right now, as you can see on our leaderboard right below, if you click on our leaderboard right there, you'll see that our two top reigning champions are from Eastern Europe. The second place is a 15-year-old kid in Moldova, and the first one is another man over in Eastern Europe as well. So, and it's thanks to this. We don't want to have any barriers that limit on our global audience on how they can actually compete.
Now, since we're talking about the game, I've heard you in Spaces say that the enemies, the AI in this game, will, I guess, evolve. So you can't just like breeze through this game. Can you talk about that concept a little bit? Because I think that's badass.
Yeah, absolutely. So our game is actually reading and studying your behavior and your level of intricacy of how you fly through the game, and it starts adjusting accordingly. So if the game sees that you're more of a beginner and you're actually dying, it will not increase the intensity or the hardship of the game. But if the game sees that you're actually dominating and flying through the levels, the game is saying, I am not testing this specific player hard enough. I need to act smarter. I need to corner him. I need to take him out. So the game is actually adjusting to fight against you. And the reason why we did it so is that we want to combat cheating and body, by making the machine learning and the enemy behavior more unpredictable than naturally what we would see if somebody was playing a Flappy Bird. They just have a device that does the perfect tap and it's just flying up the scoreboard,
Yeah. I mean, that's awesome. Are you going to be able to implement your NFTs in any way in this game?
The game with the cows, when you access the game through the cows, it brings up a character select screen and it shows a.
Oh, you're freezing up again. I don't know if you can hear me, but you're frozen. So okay, maybe pop out one more time. Cool. So he's gonna take care of that really quick. Yeah, but this game is it's really cool, and he explained it perfectly. It is like a mix Pac-Man, Zelda style game. I didn't notice that little Mario Brothers, the way you die in Mario Brothers, how they bounce up. Didn't notice that, so that's really cool. And I didn't see the leaderboards earlier, so that's awesome to see. Hopefully I get my NFT and I can jump in there and take some of those ranks. Looks like he's loading up backstage, so he'll be with us shortly. And like I said, all the links to everything on that we talk about today will be down in the description. All you got to do is click on them if you'd like to check them out. I'll even put their OpenSea in there, their Discord, and then we'll go all over all this information when he pops. Oh, there he is. Can you hear me or no? All right, so let me go ahead and oh, there he is. Maybe.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but your camera's frozen.
It's so weird, dude. I wonder why this is happening.
No, it's all good. Oh, seems like it's working a little.
All right. Let me close some of this stuff out.
So you were saying you have to download the game, or it is on the website, actually built into the website?
Yeah, it's actually built into the website. And these cows are your character in the game. So once you log into the game, you actually pull up a character select screen to pick your specific cow. And we have the pixelated version representing your cow. So
nice.
Yeah, so they're already color schemed already as it is. The last implementation that we're leaving off that we already completed the art for is just the props, like say a hat or like a handheld or a chain, some type of prop. That's the last piece that we're adding, that we're leaving to the game, but it's already done in art form.
Yeah, it looks awesome. I can't wait to jump in there and try to take over some of those leaderboards over there. It's probably going to be hard. Now I see that you posted this, or Pocket Cows posted what was the Metaverse activation like? Now, is this talking about the game? Maybe how the beginning of the game was?
Yeah.
Cool. So I'll drop this down in the description below too, if you guys want to check this out. Can you talk about the medium a little bit, what it's all about?
Yeah, so we drop daily articles Monday through Friday. Just more information, free educational pieces related to NFTs, Web3, and crypto as a whole, blockchain technology. And with that piece, we're just more talking about the spark of the metaverse and how ideally the intrinsic value that is showcasing just through authorization and authentications of intellectual properties, data, asset evaluations, etc. So we were just trying to tap base into that and showing how we're leading the charge on that and that movement with the technology that we already have introduced. So we will want to say that right now on the timeline, we're around the Super Nintendo era of gameplay when it comes to NFTs and Web3, and we're hoping to catch up exponentially with the modern day gameplay and compete with the bigger companies where they stand before they start pouring in.
Oh, can't wait. And I got an interesting question comment from Crypto Lounge. It's an addictive game for sure. I'm wondering if it would be possible to isolate the game and just deploy it without the NFT and earning aspect on the Play Store could be an additional income generated.
This is very true. We've had, when we were sitting down at one point when we were considering of dealing with VCs, that was one of the things they demanded. I just feel that it kind of compromises the integrity of the utility tying to the NFT itself. And for personal gain, for me and the team, it's a powerhouse move that creates more longevity for our company. But I feel like it undermines the community that put us in place to even have that option. So we're thinking of other ways to create other revenue streams. Not only this, we have a merch store coming out. We have the milk NFT that you can only get through the pasture and breeding as well. So we have other streams that have their own unique utilities, dual utilities, triple utilities for those each individual NFTs that tie into our ecosystem. But yeah, I think at the most that I was considering at one point was allowing advertisement to be shown. But at this point, I think that the only thing I'll be open to is, for example, we have a car in our game. If Lexus or Toyota wanted to cut a check and cross promote, we'll put a pixel Toyota in our game. So product placement, I think, will be a good generative move. But outside of that, if we do another version of this game, it's going to be in NFT form and it's going to be a demo so that we can probably onboard more people by just allowing them to have a little test friendly loop of the game to compete on.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now, I've heard you say in Spaces that this project, it was built to not be compromised, and not even by you. Can you talk about that a little bit? Like, what did you guys build here?
Yeah, so from the start, from the beginning, I'm locked out of my contract. I don't have full functionality of my contract. I'm very limited on what I can do, and that's on chain. We have our audit by Immune Bytes, which also has done the Bullet 8, Swissborgs, and many other companies. But the beautiful thing about this, regardless, beyond that, is that the contract itself is a mute contract. Our main contract is a mute contract. What does that mean? Imagine a baby that has no arms, no legs, no eyes, no ears. It can only just think. It has none of its senses. That's exactly what our contract does. It cannot be called upon by another contract for malicious acts. It cannot communicate with other contracts. It can only be read. So the most that somebody can do by looking at our contract is whenever they see an action performed on our contract, they do another response on theirs, which has nothing to do with ours. So it's a read only in a sense of a form. On top of that, when it comes to our pasture, we are utilizing a burn wallet, a null address. Historically speaking, there has not been a way outside of quantum computing to actually compromise a burn address or a wallet on cryptocurrency unless it's voluntarily, especially when it comes to a null address. A null address is not a regular address. It's not an OX. It's simply a NULL. It has no owner. It's essentially a lock without a key. It's a forever never land, a limbo, a one-way ticket of never return. And that's a beautiful thing. Since it has no owner, since it has no private key, there is no way that me or the team or anyone on outside or inside forces can compromise the pasture and start swiping these NFTs to start dumping on the floor or start selling on the black market back end.
Yeah. Let me say what's up to chat really quick. Trey in the house, what's going on? Appreciate you showing up. What it move? Let's go pocket cows. We got Crypto Surfer. Chaka, what up? What's up, Crypto Surfer? Appreciate you showing up. Now, so that's a good segue. Let's talk about the pasture. I had a couple questions about the pasture, but can you explain what that is? And you know what? When you were talking about the null address, I believe the first time I heard you speak in one of the MMAI Twitter spaces, you were talking about exactly that. You were talking about the null address and the burn wallets. And right then I was like, oh, I got to have him on the show.
Yeah, man. It's unfortunate that and I've dealt with this for many years. There's a misconception of what an actual burn wallet is. Mm-hmm. And people are confusing these buyback and burn situations and these tax burn situations as the same thing as a proof of harvest mechanism, when ideally all they're doing is just sending uncirculated coins from one wallet to another wallet, and they can still retrieve those coins or send them to another wallet. So that's not essentially burning. That's more of a friendly lock of uncirculated coins or promising to not put these coins back into circulation versus an actual burn. There is no take backs, no returns or second chances. Once it's sent, it can never return. And I
Nice.
think that more people need to understand that, definitely, you know.
So if I have an NFT or a couple of the Pocket Cow NFTs and I want to send them to pasture, how does that benefit me? And then how do I do it?
So when you send a Pocket Cow to the pasture, a few things happen. Overall, you're benefiting everybody that's a part of this collection. Everybody's a part of this membership. Why? Like I said, once you send this cow, it can never return. So you're removing that cow from circulation. So overall, you're shrinking the size of our collection. Now, as you can see, we already have 104 cows by the community that's already sent to the pasture. That's 104 cows that can never be bought, sold, traded, or burnt ever again. So by doing so, you're now starting to see theoretically an increase of value, or at least a cemented baseline of value for the remaining cows. Why is this? There's less in circulation. They're harder to obtain. So with more demand versus the lack of productivity or products, eventually the price will evaluate to a more higher appreciation. That's the first benefit of this, is you're benefiting the entire ecosystem by just contributing at least one cow to the pasture. Another benefit for this is that from that point on, by having at least one Pocket Cow in the pasture, you are now, hold on, stop, Crypto. That's my puppy. You are now eligible from that point on that anytime a cow is sold on secondary sales, whether you own that cow or not, it does not matter. Anytime a cow is sold from one peer to another peer, you get a portion of that transaction, and that happens for life, autonomously.
For life. Nice.
Yeah.
Now the question I had, okay, you send your cow to pasture. Is it just the metadata that's going over there? Do you still get to keep an NFT? Do you get a replacement NFT that you can hold, or because you're collecting this for life? How does that work? How would you collect it? Do you just go to the website?
Yeah. So what happens is when you're sending to the pasture, you're permanently binding your wallet address to our smart contract. The smart contract takes your wallet address and says this person has sent this amount of cows. And we'll start recording every other cow that you tie to that wallet address. From that point being, you do not have that specific token or that specific cow in your wallet. You do not get a replacement. You just have one less cow in your wallet. So yes, this is a collection first and foremost, but for those that have an excess amount or feel like they don't want to go that deep into the collectability or cannot afford and still want to be a long-term member for life, a part of this whole of our longevity, you have the option of the pasture. So from that point being, it is recorded that you were the last owner of the cow, the last owner that would ever own that specific cow. And from that point on, if you scroll down a little bit, you will see where it says connect wallet right there on the pasture.
Mm-hmm.
That once your wallet is connected, that will turn into a balance tab that will show how much Ethereum that you have been accumulating. And then you see that withdraw button right there that will allow you to withdraw it. You cannot withdraw portions. We are not a bank. We are not choosing to challenge centralized banking. So once you hit withdraw, it empties whatever you had accumulating. And then it starts all over from whenever another secondary sale continues.
Oh, I like that. That's what I was curious about. Because okay, so your NFT is totally sent to Limbo, but it's connected through the website. All right, cool. I just wanted to let people know out there how to actually collect, what they've earned. That's really cool. Now you said that your contract was audited. Who's it audited by again?
Immune Bytes.
And they did the bulls and apes. That's a great project too.
Yeah, they did the bulls and apes. So and they've done quite a few. They actually are a pretty reputable team. They've been in the game for a few years. You have to get them on the right time when they have the availability because they get stacked. But if you get their undivided attention, they're A1. They're A1 guys. The communication is good. Their pricing is fair because they want you to come back to them for every other contract you ever do.
Yeah, I've heard about him. I've heard about him. That's really cool. Trey says, gotta love that passive ETH. Yes, and I did not know till right now that it was ETH that you're accumulating. That's a big plus for me. That's awesome.
That's a huge plus for everybody.
So this roadmap, is this all up to date on the
Yes.
roadmap?
Well, the only thing we have not marked off yet is our play to win game. We've been doing contests short term to give out $100 up to $300 on a weekly basis if you can crack our leaderboard. But since the collection is not fully minted out, we cannot continue giving out pocket cows, because if we keep giving out the reserve before we mint out, then there will not be enough in the reserve. So right now we're just giving out cash prizes, merchandise, and all other assortments for if you can break the leaderboard. So our last two champions, the one won a $300 USDC gift sent straight to their wallet, 300 USDC, and our current reigning champion got a newly minted pocket cow. So that will be our last champion for a while that gets a newly minted pocket cow. We value the cows more than the current value of money right now. So
Cool. And it's pretty impressive to see all this stuff checked off already. You've already, done so much since 2021, killing it right now. And he said that the play to win game, that'll be checked off because, of course, we just saw it right now. I did want to ask you a couple things. I see milk and I see breeding on here. Can we talk about milk a little bit and what that is? It says milk NFT.
Yeah, sure. That was one thing I was trying to keep tight lip about for a while, but one night, the community got it on me, so I was just like, it was a recorded space. So, what happened with milk? Milk is an NFT. It's not a subsidiary currency of any form. It's a 3D glass of milk in an NFT form. They all look exactly the same. They're just generic 3D glasses of milk with the milk slightly moving. But the beautiful part of it, as we always want to do. Our milk NFT has dual utility. Our milk acts as an e-game currency that you can burn in our game once it's out, and you can use that to buy power-ups, skins, other secret items for our game to help you get through the leaderboard in hopes of earning a pocket cow and cracking our leaderboard. But in the same retrospect, milk as an NFT in its form, if you choose not to burn it and just keep accumulating more glasses of milk, it acts as a software wallet. So you can put things such as your medical records, Bitcoin.
That's crazy.
Large masses of torrent files of movie libraries, Ethereum, and it will all move simultaneously as one token. So that can cut down a lot on transfer fees of multiple assets that you need to composite from peer to peer. And also overall, it creates a layer of privacy. Why? Because all glasses of milk look exactly the same. And the only way to look into a specific glass of milk, you have to be the owner of that glass of milk.
Nice. I love that the NFTs are being utilized in a way that is not what everybody's used to. Everybody thinks if you're not in the NFT space, people just think NFT is just a JPEG. No, there's so much more. This Milk NFT is a software wallet. That's awesome, man. That's cool to hear. Let me say what's up to, I can see DNA popping in. What's going on, DNA? Milky Couture and Milk I Trust. What's going on? Appreciate you showing up. Yeah, so we went over the milk. That I think that's great. Now the breeding. Is that something you can talk about, the breeding?
Yeah, so with the breeding, we got this question asked a lot. What if all 10,000 cows were sent to the pasture? Statistically speaking, it's not likely that all the cows will be sent to the pasture, but it's still a real chance that can someday happen. Our answer to that is once you have 2 or more cows in the pasture, you are now eligible to breed baby calves. Now, these baby calves are solely based on the properties and traits of their parents. What do I mean by this? If you are sending common cows to the pasture, then you're going to make a common baby calf. If you are sending rare pocket cows to the pasture, you are going to make a rare baby calf. If you're sending a bunch of mixture of cows because you don't care, you just want to increase your level of ETH, because how the pasture works is if you have 5 cows in the pasture and I only have 1, you make 5 times the amount than I would. So you're going to get people that don't care what type of cows they're sending to the pasture. They just want to make sure that their back end of passive ETH stream is actually very strong and sufficient for them. So at that point, it's a game of chance what you're going to get as a baby.
Yeah.
The baby calves also have dual utility. The first utility ideally is you can also burn these to get a portion of their secondary tractions. I cannot go into any more details about the other stuff that it can do because it has not been done ever before, ever. So it's just, that's something that I'm going to hold dear to my heart. The community got milk out of me, but you're not going to get, nobody's going to get,
Nice, man. I appreciate you going over that. Let's see. You got the merch store. We'll go over that here in just a sec. We saw the play to win listed on Rarity Tools. Cool. Now, as far as partnerships and collabs, do you guys have any partnerships, or are you collabing with anybody right now, or any future plans to?
Absolutely. As I speak to you right now, I'm wearing a collaboration hoodie between the Pocket Cows and the Heroes Token community.
Oh, nice.
We dropped 100 limited edition hoodies, and we're down to in the mid 40s right now. So 50% of those provisions go to buying into Heroes Token, 50% go into buying into Pocket Cows. So that's first and foremost one of our big, strong, transparent collaborations. There are mutually beneficial to both communities. Another one is Sky Token. We're strong supporters of Sky Token. We stand behind Omar and CryptoDB and the whole crew. A lot of our holders are Sky Token holders. So we have in the works a couple of collaborations, including merch and some other stuff, a curricular for the Boys and Girls Club to select about 50 participants, kids of color, to actually go through a small curricular course of learning about NFTs and then being rewarded a free Pocket Cow.
Oh, that's awesome, man. I love that. I love the education part of that, man. That is really cool. There's so much to this project. It's a lot more than honestly what I expected. This is really cool.
Yeah, man. We definitely want to just teach the kids in a cool and fun way, and without them even knowing, by playing with the Pocket Cows, they'll know how to get a wallet, get Ethereum, understand what a wallet is, and understand what Ethereum is, how to mint, how to get their mint, how to connect to a game, how to see their Pocket Cows, how to sell their Pocket Cow, how to send their Pocket Cow to the pasture.
And you know what's cool about that? Say you are educating these children with the Pocket Cows, right? So this is their first experience with anything crypto. So when they start to get into crypto, they're going to be like, "Oh, crypto's like Pocket Cows." They're going to think like that. They're going to be like, hey, "It was just like Pocket Cows."
We will hope so that they hold other projects up to the same regards, and anything less will look more suspectable to them. Definitely. That's exactly what our aim is at the end of the day, through a fun, collectible way, is that we want to set new standards of anti-scam, anti-rug technology, and new provisional ways of mass adopting people to interact with blockchain technology.
Yeah, that's just really neat to, you'd be their first experience in cryptocurrency. They're going to compare other projects. They're like, that Pocket Cows don't do that. I'm going to go back to Pocket Cows. That's really cool. Now, as far as marketing goes, are there any future marketing plans? I know you guys are killing it on Twitter Spaces and the socials. What's your plan on marketing?
So yeah, I'm still learning the marketing end, and that's been one of the things that I've been learning to master. We've been mentioned in Yahoo Finance about 3 times now in the last 30 days. We are also mentioned in Authority Magazine. We're in talks with Forbes. We're in talks with Time Magazine. We've also have utilized by being an in-kind sponsor to the Private Directors Association of America. And we're looking forward to more campaigns. Right now, we have a 3-month campaign with the Miami New Times to blast out on their email listing and to have pop-up ads on their main website. And we're still learning because, we don't want to run out fast. We're doing the right things. We have podcast bookings already set up. We have YouTube interviews set up. We're trying to use the organic route, and we're seeing some traction from it. Also, I'll be traveling to Eastern Europe, to Moldova.
Wow.
And we'll be setting up a workshop to advocate to the people of Moldova about NFTs, the value of NFTs, and actually in hopes of onboarding them. And at the end of the week of those workshops, we'll be throwing a party. a festival of some sort. So, you know, it's going to be really good. I'm looking forward to that as well. I think Boots to the Grounds is the best thing, you know, for a 10,000 collection, knowing that there's no reason to give up or stop or slow down when you have 8 billion people on this planet and you only have 10,000 cows. Not even 10,000 are going to be available to the public. You already got 1,000 from the company taken for the game.
Yeah.
Then you got the fact that if you buy 10, you get 1 free. So once we catch that hype cycle of mints, that's another 1,000 off the chalk, already gone. So it's like, you know, you're hovering with anywhere from 8,000 or less that's actually available to mint, you know. So it's definitely something that we gotta, you know, shoot for the stars for. Go ahead.
Yeah, when you go on that trip, man, you definitely gotta get some video or content and share that. That's pretty cool. That's gonna be really, really great to see right there.
Yeah, absolutely. I hope that we you know, we definitely got some boots on the ground over there. So we definitely thinking about doing like a very hip, very modern now documentary of the whole thing, following up from the workshops, even up to the party. Even if we can get some of the DJs and some of the members, the street team, to wear some of the gear, because that's why we're so focused on the merch store, to get the merch store fully up so that we can have even like, you know, modeling right there, photos being done, the full thing, and actually show that, you know, this is much deeper than what people think. This is a lifestyle brand. This is a members only. And we're using the power of blockchain to empower us to create our own in-house economy on a global scale.
Yeah. You know, I just thought of this right now. I just got taken back to the education for the kids. Are you guys gonna, you know, because this is a great opportunity for like a mascot to be there with the children? Does that have, if you thought about anything like that, to have like a pocket cow mascot?
Yeah, we definitely wanted to do a pocket cow mascot for NFT Miami that passed the Art Basel, excuse me. We ended up doing instead art murals. We ended up using the funds to do art murals around the Art Basel about pocket cows, full on pastures, barnyards, and everything. And yeah, we definitely want to do something like that. We were thinking for the Moldova to actually do a cardboard cutout of the cow, so that life size, so that people can take pictures with it. You know, definitely make that one thing. But definitely, we want to lead up to suits. Probably do a web series animation if possible to really onboard the kids.
Oh yeah, that would be great. So your socials, I see you're almost at, you know, you're almost halfway to 4,000, or a little bit, about 500 away from 4,000 followers on Twitter. That's awesome. This all started in 2021. You also have TikTok, because I've seen the pocket cows on TikTok. Actually, I've seen the pocket cows on TikTok a lot. So you guys need to keep up that TikTok game, because that's actually what catch the eyes of people.
Good.
And your Discord, I did have a couple things caught my eyes in your Discord. I seen you got blackjack in there. So is that popular in the Discord? A lot of people playing blackjack.
A lot of people play a lot of roulette. A lot of people play a lot of blackjack, a lot of spades. We have so many games in there. We have RPG games, and all these games are free. So for those that just want to be around the herd and participate, you earn these reward points called Moo Coin that's solely tied to our Discord, that allows you to get exclusive merch through our Discord, which is action figures, drones, video games, t-shirts, water bottles. So yeah, this is just another way that we interact with our community and keep them entertained and show them that, like, look, we have so much going for ourselves and so much to offer you if you just choose to join the family.
Yeah, I always like to see Discords with it's keeping the community active. That's cool. That's pretty cool. And you said the Moo Coin, and I see up here the Moo Coin merch. So you can actually, this is where I wanted to talk about the merch. You can actually get merch from playing the games in the Discord.
Yeah. Is my connection still good?
No, you kind of froze, but at least you froze. I never freeze like that. I always look all wonky. That's a good frozen picture.
All right, cool. So all right, so yeah, so definitely adding.
You're breaking up just a little bit, Toro. You might have to pop out and back in one more time. So this is their Discord. If you look in their Discord right here, it says Moo Coin merch. And he's going to talk about it more when he comes back. But some of the merch, it looks like you can earn it in their Discord, which I think is really cool. Here's some pictures of a classic arcade. Not quite sure what that. Oh, is that a game? Like a Game Boy? That's really cool. Let me pull up Toro again. What up? Everything good?
Yeah. How's it going on your end? Am I good?
Yeah, you're good, man. You're good.
All right. So yeah.
It seems like when you pop out, pop back in, everything's good again.
All right, cool. Appreciate that. So yeah, so we're constantly thinking about new things right now. I'll let this go. We have we're adding one of our latest ones is a collectible drone that we're going to be adding to the merch store as well. And we're
Like
going
a
to
drone that you fly, drone.
yeah, and it's a Marvel edition. It's actually the ship from Black Panther. So
Oh, nice.
so we're adding that. Like you saw, we have Game Boys that have over 400 games programmed in them. We're just keep adding more stuff because we want to bring back that arcade vibe, that actual vibe of like when you actually engage, when you play, you earn, you're actually winning prizes. You're actually getting back tangible goods of some sort. So yeah.
So what's the process? Say I get the 25 million Moo coin to get a T-shirt. Do I just put it in a ticket? Say, hey, I got the 25 million. I'd like to redeem it, and then give you my info.
Correct. Right. And it should have some directions at the top of the Moo store, how to actually check out right there. So
Yeah,
yeah.
right here.
Yeah. So, and you'll withdraw, you'll spend it. You got the ticket open. We'll send you the tracking order and it's up in the air and you get it when it lands.
Cool. Yeah. So we almost went through all my questions, so with all this SEC and the regulations coming up, what have you guys done to protect yourself from anything like that? Even if, or are you even worried about anything from the SEC?
Currently, we're not worried because we're fully
Mhm.
compliant with the SEC. We fundamentally built our project to be compliant. We studied the Howey test. We actually retained a lawyer that guided us through the process, Gregory Cholin, on how to actually build this compliant with the standing laws as it is. That's why we don't offer staking. This is why we don't have a subsidiary currency, a cow coin on chain. We're not doing any of that stuff till we get clear guidelines on what is okay from the United States. Since most of us are in the United States and that we have already allowed United States users to have access to our technology, is only right. So when it comes to proof of harvest, we're not staking a generalization of people's funds. We're actually encouraging you technically to destroy your tokens.
Yeah.
We don't encourage staking right now. Till we get a guideline on what is good, then we'll bring up that conversation of actually building our own, probably arguably our own blockchain if possible, but if not, our own subsidiary currency that can be converted for a national fiat.
Yeah, I really like that about the project because I actually knew the answer to that, but I just wanted to let everybody know because I like that you've set up for that. You're not worried about it. You studied the Howey test and all that. That's really good that you guys did that work, man. That's cool.
Yeah,
So
man, it's really easy, honestly, for anybody out there that's listening. I'm sorry to cut you off, but
no,
anybody
good.
listening, the Howey test is really a 3-prong. Some people argue it's a 4-prong, but it's really a 3-prong test. If you violate at least one of those prongs, you're good to go. We violate 2 out of the 3.
Mhm.
So unless we're waiting for new regulations and guidelines that say, hey, if you're interested in building your own cryptocurrency, you have to do the proceedings. But for now, we're just a digital collectible first and foremost. We want to be the Pokemon. We want to be the Nintendo of Web3, and that's what we aim to be.
Nice. So where do you see this project in 1 year from now? Where are you hoping you would be?
1 year from now, I'm hoping that we're closer to at least 50% of our entire supply minted out, if not at least 500 holders. We're currently at 247 holders. So if we can just double in size and holders, I'll be content. Regardless, all my wishes have already came true. We've already have secondary sales as we're minting out. We're already seeing the collection get smaller as we're minting out. So everything that I've ever wanted to see, I'm already witnessing it. And I didn't have to wait till I'm an old man to see that the pasture works, that safe and securely, and that people actually have something they can use behind these NFTs, So all I want to do is just grow. That's my aim this year, is more visibility, getting the good word of the herd out, and encouraging our members to advocate for more people. Because I truly believe no matter what happens, we have became a brand in this space and more of a safe haven for more first and foremost.
Nice, man. I'm digging the passion. I'm digging the intelligence behind this project. I'm really excited for the future of it. Anytime you want to jump back on the channel, if you have updates you'd like to share to the community, I'm just a DM away. I'd love to have you back on. You're always welcome.
Absolutely, man. This is phenomenal, man. And again, you have some of the best production I've seen with your YouTube channel, man. Truly, man. It's very professional, great questions, and tell your kid to keep making music, man. Definitely.
Oh, for sure, man. And thank you on that. You know, I try a little bit on my production, get it going. Hey, so we went through all my questions. I appreciate it. The chat was active. You had what do you call your community? Milk fam?
You know, we like to say the milk game or the milk gang or community or the herd. You know, we got a lot of names, but it's really just a members only, a true family of like-minded people. So, you know, it's milk gang till I die, you know how it goes.
It's cool to have them show up, show support for the project. But before we sign out here, I mean, I've had you here for an hour, which flew by because this was a really good, I got a lot of good information on it. Went really smooth. Any last words before we sign out of here?
Yeah, man. You know, when it comes to my internet service, Uverse, do better. Shout out to everybody that came through today. You guys are fun, just wonderful, man. I just love the support and the brotherhood and the family that we are creating. It's a David versus Goliath, but we got a boulder this time, you know, so it ain't nothing to worry about. And as long as Gary Gensler and the SEC boys do the dirty work and chop the heads off of distractions, we'll be a-okay. So I appreciate y'all. And you, Chaka, man, thank you for the opportunity. Truly, man, this was great.
Anytime. And that being said, that was a great outro right there. That was a great way to end the stream. Everybody in the chat, I appreciate you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Get this video up in the algorithm. Get more eyes on the Pocket Cows. You know what I mean? They deserve it. Let's get this project out there. And that's a wrap. We're gonna go ahead and sign out. Appreciate you, Toro. I will talk to you soon.
Peace.
All right. See ya.
Later.
Chaka Crypto, you're entering the Chakaverse. Chaka Crypto, welcome to the Chakaverse. Chaka Crypto, you're entering the Chakaverse. Chaka Crypto, welcome to the Chakaverse. He out speaking Chaka facts, I'm out speaking Chaka words. We out making Chaka raps, we call this the Chakaverse. No, I can't help you cop the bag, but I can't help